Deshaun Watson suspended for 6 games. That's the recommendation from the independent judge. The NFL could appeal it and make it longer. My initial reaction was, well, that's the end of Jimmy Garoppolo maybe getting traded to Cleveland. Time to cut him. The more I read, the more I understand that Roger Goodell certainly could extend this as long as he wants. He could make it a full year extension. And what the judge did is essentially say, she only gave it a 6-game suspension, which is light. That's the same suspension you get for like a first-time PED offense. It's very light and offensive. So you could say she didn't take it seriously, but when you go through all of what she wrote, she really said, like, look, all these testimonies, all this investigation really thoroughly done. And all he says is, I didn't do it. Like, that's not compelling. This is compelling. And she lays it out and then says 6 games. It's like, well, maybe what she's doing is giving Roger Goodell and the league all the ammunition they need to appeal and make it as long as they want. So long story short, Jimmy Garoppolo still could get traded to the Browns. That's the way I see it.
Yeah, there's still some steps there. Still some steps there to make. And I think, that's the only way he gets traded to the Browns is if Deshaun is suspended for the whole season, because I don't think it makes sense if he even suspended for like 8 games, or you got to make the case for 10, but like 6 to 8 games that it's even worth it. You could probably run it with Jacoby Brissett and just, be a 500 team barely, because you do have a great running game and great defense. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I don't know. I think there's no way he has a market, even because how long is this going to take even for this now to become appealed, and then that's going to get fought with and stuff like that. I think market for Garoppolo has been long gone. There's nothing that's going to change my mind unless there's a significant injury that occurs all of a sudden, which I hope nothing like that happens. But I don't think this guy has any market. It's over for him. He's just going to have to, the Niners are going to have to cut him. Or I bet after this week, Jimmy starts looking for, asking for his release, because time, like I said, with the way they're trying to figure out the line, is the time is ticking. There's only so much time for these guys to jail, and there's only so much time for Jimmy to get embedded into that new team he's on. It's full game suspension, whenever that's going to happen. I don't see it. The guy needs to get cut. He has no market.
Yeah, but I think what's interesting is, like, what the Niners, I think, are betting on is that the NFL is going to suspend Deshaun Watson for the full year. And I don't know what's going to happen, but I think it's interesting. So the 6-game suspension comes out today, and I think a lot of people were anticipating this, but it's official now. And there's a lot of outrage. A lot of people think it's outrageous, and they bring up, well, Calvin Ridley
pressure in doing it.
Well, Calvin Ridley got suspended for a year, and so like now there's all this public momentum pressuring the league to make it tougher, so they can be the good guys here. Be like, okay, great. I mean, people tell us this isn't good enough. That's an independent judge decision. We agree with the prevailing sentiment among the country that this was not enough, and we're going to step in, and we handled this well, and Roger Goodell's the hero. I mean, they could set that up right now, because if they had come down with 17 games right off the bat, then you could have people being outraged the other way. He wasn't charged with the crime. How can the NFL do this? So now I'm just saying, all of a sudden, everyone's saying, we want more, not enough. Roger Goodell could say, we got you. So maybe that's what the Niners are banking on.
I just think the issue is, how long is that itself going to take? Because this whole independent thing took about like a month or so, or however how long, maybe even longer. I honestly kind of tuned down Deshaun Watson ever since like July. Which is like I had pretty much already assumed he was going to suspend it for a year. Then all of a sudden you start seeing like reports like, don't be surprised. I'm like, wait, what? So yeah. I mean, not I don't know anything about it, but I just know about he pretty much damaged the reputation of the Shield. He didn't represent the NFL in the right way, but just being in that situation, or being tied to it, attached to it, guilty or not. But I think ultimately that's going to take another minute for them to figure out how much long appeal process. Does Deshaun then go against them and say, hell no, it's not going to be a season. I'm going to battle against that. Cause I think I did hear, he said if he gets suspended for a year, he's going to sue the league.
And the NFLPA is going to back him. So how long does that go? And how long do the Niners wait to I don't know. I guess
the Niners could wait. They'd be like, all right, we'll still keep him here.
It sounds like it's going to go on for another month, which is great, because I keep releasing these videos reminding people that he's on the team. And
It's gonna be etched in YouTube lore forever for that.
Beck says, "What does our cap situation look like after Debo?" Well, according to Spot Track, the Niners
They just
have
released it.
the Niners have like 1.5. Hold on, cap space. I don't know. They have like they have 1.5 million in cap space. Reading is super hard. It's extremely hard. 1.5 million. So like nothing. They might have to do something like cut Jimmy Garoppolo. Santiago says, Grant, been a huge fan ever since I heard you and your dad commenting on that Bengals game in 2019 on Hot Mic. Thank you for watching. Wow. Thanks for watching. Crazy how much you've grown. Yeah, that feels like a long time ago, huh?